Timber center back Liam Ridgewell. Liam, thanks for joining.
Thank you.
Obviously, you've missed a big part of this season. Now you're back. You started those last 2 home matches, Seattle and Toronto. What's it like to be back with the group?
Yeah, it's great to be back with the boys. Obviously, disappointing start to the season, and it's been a tough season, but nice to be back in playing last 2 games, and obviously nice to get the results we wanted.
I was looking at your matches and chatting with you about it as well, and I made the comment, starting with New York City FC, maybe one of the best performances I've seen in a Timbers uniform, and you've continued on from there in your matches this year. Do you feel that, and why would you put that? What would you put that down to?
Yeah, I was chomping at the bit to get back in. I'm never one for taking a back seat and watching games, and I don't like it. It's not enjoyable. It's not what I'm here to do. And it was nice to be back in the team, back to be nice playing again, and I felt fresh and ready to go. So looking forward to the upcoming fixtures.
Well, it's interesting because 5 new managers coming into MLS this year, and I was just chatting about Giovanni Savarese, probably one of the toughest ones because the team being so successful, and for the senior experienced players. Do you feel that it's up to the experienced players to ask questions, and have you always been that way in order to get the buy-in from the manager?
Definitely, yeah. I mean, I've had lockerheads with managers where I question stuff and see what they want to do, and obviously I've got my own type of football game that I want to play and do. But I understand Gio wanted to come in and change it a little bit and stamp his own authority on the team, and any manager would do that, and I've dealt with that for a long time. So it's been an interesting season, but one that I'm looking forward to certainly stamp myself on the team going into the playoffs.
A moment that still stands out to me for you this year was when you were injured in the 2nd minute and kind of slamming your hands to the turf. You could see visibly, the frustration there. Take me into that moment and how frustrating that is.
Yeah, obviously coming back, I felt very good. Felt very good and looking forward to the season. Tough start to the season. Gio had his reasons for whatever he had, and I was very disappointed to be out of the team. Come back and thought I've proved my worth and showed what the team could be with me in it, and getting injured out how I was and how I was playing and how I felt as well. Really, I didn't feel I was niggly or struggling with anything, and that was probably the toughest part of it. So took a little while to get over, but touch wood. It's moved on from that.
And also breaking up the rhythm, you've become a father again. Your partner Fran is here with your baby daughter. What's that been like, your experience
It's
again?
been fantastic. Yeah, obviously it's been a long time, since Eva, since my last daughter, and it's been a few sleepless nights, but all well worth it. And she's been great. They've been here and then gone and come back again. So it's been fantastic, and we're just delighted with her.
Back with you and back with the team around the same time that you've come back in with the group is Jorge Villafana, who was on the left side with you for MLS Cup. But what's it like to have Jorge back and your guys' connection after 2.5 years not playing together? How is it now to be back together?
Yeah, getting a band back together. I was expecting to see Nat in there one day for training.
He's with us now.
I think he's tried, didn't he?
He's with us.
Trying to get away from us.
He had his boots there somewhere, but too old now, too old. But no, it was fantastic seeing him back, and when I first got here, he grew into the role and obviously grew into that 2015 season. Obviously left and coming back, you can see the change in him. He's certainly grown up, he's certainly matured, and now knows how he wants to play now. It wasn't anyone else dictating how he wants to play. It's how he knows he can play and how he can affect the game now. And it's nice to see him back.
And knowing how you can play, I know you're going to step to the telestrator with me to talk about your distribution. Where did that come from? And I've said you're one of the top centre backs in the league in terms of playing out of the back. Where did that come from? How did you develop that?
Yeah, always tried to play at the back. I've always, since I got converted to centre half from midfield, always wanted to try and get the ball and play it from the back and start attacks really. And certainly coming here with Caleb before, he wanted just to play it from the back. He wanted just for myself to get on the ball and try and play through lines and try and get it into Valeri as quickly as possible and try and get into Addy. Not lumping it, not smashing the ball up front, but playing him with quality, and it helps to my game, and I enjoy doing it. I enjoy trying to sneak a ball in there or chip one over someone, and I enjoy that part.
What's that like, dealing with the pressure of expectations that you need to go out and you need to win?
Yeah, obviously it's going to be a big game. Like Diego said, I think they probably played a lot better than the standings show, and I think they should have picked up a lot more points. But it's been a struggling season. But for ourselves, I think I've spoke every single week. You know, it doesn't really matter who we're playing against. We're at home. We're looking to go and win the game, and you know, it'd be a tough game. I'm sure they'll come out fiery. Hopefully, we can start on a good fit and score a couple of goals early.
I was just mentioning there the Rapids way. Players for Colorado have been asked to do something that they're not used to doing. How difficult and how long can it take as a player when new managers come in and asking you to do something that you haven't been asked to do before?
It can be difficult. It's going to be interesting. Like you say, it would be good to get a look at them. Obviously, we had the start of the season to look at them, and they struggled, and we played very well. But it'd be interesting to see how they do now. You know, it can struggle, but I think the manager bringing his own players in and trying to set the standard and trying to show what he really wants and how he wants people to play in his team, you know, that's the right way of going about it. So, you know, it'd be a tough match.